Hey ladies, this is Mocha Mommy here bringing you another video and wishing you ladies a happy Memorial Day, good long weekend. Um, Thank you to my fellow veterans and my brothers and sisters in arms who've made the ultimate sacrifice, who we're supposed to be honoring on this day. So thank you to you. But right now I just wanted to check in and call this video, what will you do in 2022? So we're right now at the halfway point. And so I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of my own life update and then just check in and see how you ladies are doing. Because I just think it's really important to just talk about what's going on and what our plans are for the rest of the year and how we're going to finish 2022 out with a bang. For myself, I have noticed what has come to the forefront is how my lack of organization has really impacted me. So I definitely have to reset and get reorganized. There were things that I wanted to do about my professional life, things I wanted to do in my personal life, things I wanted to do as far as gardening that just didn't quite end up the way I wanted to because I was not as organized as I needed to be. Even with this channel, I mean, even things like the book club, even collabs that I wanted to do with other YouTubers, I've just been noticing like if I had been more organized, I could have made this a more positive space. So coming in 2022, I'm just going to be implementing more organization as far as like time management. And even going through this renovation, it made me realize how we lack organization in our home, like where we put things and how we, because when we started renovating and then started putting things back, it made us realize like, do we have too much stuff and not enough of this? And so, yeah, it's Uppity. Oh, hi, Uppity. But I'm just letting you ladies know that for the rest of 2022, my goal is to be a little bit more organized. And understanding that one of the challenges too is my home renovation. Our home renovation is cost a lot more than I thought. I went back to work full time. It turns out more work was needed. We needed foundation work. Which was not expected. We needed work on our eaves and gutters, not expected. And then, of course, with all of this stuff with the economy, logistics, fuel cost, even getting things shipped is just costing more. So that put me back in the full-time workforce. But, the cost of building legacy is the cost of building legacy. And it's been challenging. It's been expensive. A lot of things that were once upon a time affordable is now exorbitant. I mean, like lumber is exorbitant, just getting someone out to your home wow, it's been a lot. So it put me back in the full-time workforce again, because it was really, really just it was way more expensive than we anticipated. And, I watch HGTV and I'm telling you, y'all, if there's an okie dokie, there's HGTV, y'all. HGTV is an okie doke. Like those happy couples, like, oh my gosh, I loved our kitchen. Like, man, they probably almost murdered each other getting that kitchen done. and I think one of the biggest issues we had was, of course, my husband loves the look of natural stone. And I agree with him. It is very beautiful. The natural variations is gorgeous. And then, too, when you are with someone who has like that indigenous ancestry, they really, they gravitate a little bit more to things that look a little bit more organic. And so I'm all for it. So, I mean, but it's a lot harder to deal with. Also, we had to deal with like the time management issue of it because, I'm married to a guy from a culture where it's almost it is socially acceptable for the men to be workaholics. It's socially acceptable for them to work more than one job. It's socially acceptable for them to work full time and then come home and do housework at night. It's socially acceptable for them to do everything themselves and not task out to skilled trades or hire labor or help. And that could be a real challenge when you're communicating with a guy from that culture. So that's self-sufficient to a fault. So, I mean, and I know that in this space, a lot of times they kind of idealize swirling relationships, but I'm just letting you know that sometimes you're going to come butting heads against a culture sometimes, and it's not always easy. And although I think our kitchen is beautiful, I think it was a wise choice. I love the way the rock looks in our shower. It looks amazing, but I can't lie, it was stressful. I can't lie, it was very stressful. And I just want you ladies to be aware of that, because I think we idealize these situations and we don't realize that sometimes the other person's culture, their work ethic, it could be positive. And I'm grateful that he has such a strong work ethic. But at the same time, like, not knowing when to turn off was a real challenge. So again, a guy who was raised with brothers, a guy whose mother was the only girl in the family. No, I think he did have one other aunt. Yeah, but you know what I mean? But for the most part, been raised by mostly men in a family of mostly men. That's very hard to explain to him that you need a contractor, that you need to task this work out. Like, that was hard. That was hard. I do agree that I married very well. I agree. But understand that comes with, and of course, with you being a more spiritual person, uppity, you understand too, like, people with indigenous ancestry, they have things that sometimes they can't always articulate, but why they want to do things the way they want to do things, because of their like relationship to natural organic elements. And it's something I've learned to not argue with. But at the same time, you have to understand that I feel like in this space, a lot of young women idealize it, but at the same time, it could be a source of contention. So I just want women to be aware of that. So please, ladies, be aware of that. I also found in 2022, when it comes to fitness, like, the whole thing with like weightlifting, high protein, blah, 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 blah. Our buddy, Sean, bought a gym franchise. I'm super happy for him. We went and joined his gym, and I kind of got on that, and I realized it doesn't work for my body. The eating a lot of protein does not work for me. It just kind of makes me bloated and slow, and lifting heavy weights is not for me. I will tell you 100%. I still think that Tom Pito and that synergy workout, those 10, 15-minute blocks that he has are great. Curline Fit, she just uploaded today, upper body and abs. I think I'm just going to add what they have to the exercise regimen that I was already doing, because I just feel like this is not working for me. Like, it's not working for me. So I'm more of a runner and a yoga person than someone who's going to sit in the gym and lift for 45 minutes. So I just think that that's just better for my body overall. Although I'll still be supporting these content creators, and know that for a fact, like, Synergy supports you ladies in your level up journey, and Curline Fit, she's supportive of you ladies in your journey. So please know that you have a lot of support in this journey, because they want you to be healthier, and they want to make this accessible and beginner friendly, and they want you to be successful. Okay. And you have people in your corner wanting that for you. But just because it's not for me doesn't mean it's for you. Like, intermittent fasting just makes me sluggish and hangry, and it's not going to work for me. So I just feel like eating a little bit more plant-based, because I think that the protein thing, just the high protein, even plant-based protein, I just felt that it just blocked me up more. And it didn't make me feel full. It just made me feel bloated. And I just didn't see like great results from it. And this is like after 6 months, I didn't see like results on the scale. In fact, it went backwards. I ended up gaining and not looking any better. And it's just, I just don't think it's for me. I think I'm going to go back to what I know works. And I think it was better for my mental health too. I think it was better for my sleep. It was better because now I'm just having like a lot of just tightness and soreness, especially around the performance area and the low back. It was not for me, which is why I appreciate these two, because they can make it a little bit more accessible. So thank you very much for your support, Beulah. But I'm just saying that I think that these two are great content creators. I will continue to support their content because I know that they support us as a community. But at the same time, I think I'm just going to get back to what I know. And love Sean, love that he did what he did with his business and buying a gym franchise when so many were going belly up post quarantine. But I just don't think that that's for me. And now, to you ladies, I just really want to encourage you for 2022. There's some really great content creators out there. Fine Womanhood is making great content. She opened up her platform to me and we talked about a few things. Real Talk with Yanni, she opened up her platform to me. We talked about a few things. I'm so grateful. But these ladies have very, very classy clapbacks for the manosphere. And I think that it's great. And I think it's really good that we support them. I know Uppity Unicorn 2 has a lot of classy clapbacks for some of these things. But at the same time, ladies, I feel as if we spend a little bit too much time with the reaction videos and the comment sections and I think in 2022, we need to put that to the back burner. Okay. Like, listen, no one likes this stuff. Okay. Nobody likes this content. And I think that you think that because you see it spreading that people like it, but for the most part, people don't. Like the people that you really want to get the attention of don't like it. And, the narratives that they're trying to spin and, shout out to Real Talk with Yanni, because around the 3 hour mark, there was somebody who called into her platform and was saying this and this and that. And it's like, okay, you can't really keep on this whole choose better narrative because people see this level of dysfunction in their spaces too. Like, you can't say that it's only the Pookies and the Ray Rays who's out here not claiming kids because people all around the country in HR departments are seeing child support garnishments. People all around the country are seeing huge problems with fatherlessness and, no one is out here just because they're blaming you does not mean that everyone else is listening to that. Okay. So I want you ladies to realize that some of the people who marginalize the quote unquote dusties the most are men. Okay. And that's the reason why you find them in your spaces, always talking about you, always attacking you, because other men are not even entertaining them. Other men of a certain caliber don't even entertain these guys. Like they don't even let them get a word in edgewise, which is why they're always bothering you. So I'm just trying to say, like, ladies, it's getting too much of our attention. It's getting too much of our time. And, the glitch is dead. So we can't keep doing this. Okay. The ladies with the classy clapbacks, support them, super chat them, give them a like if they're going to do a classy clap back to this. But at the same time, you got to move on with your life. It's very interesting because I predicted this because last year this came out, right? That Match.com, when I did my online dating series last year, I'll make sure I put the links to this once this video goes up. When I started putting the links to this, y'all saw, I told you I had a buddy who worked for Match and that why would they spend millions and millions on these Madison Avenue campaigns that featured unambiguous Black women if you guys were the quote unquote least preferred, right? You see their new ads now, right? And I'm not gonna say I had anything to do with that because I would like to take credit for it, but no, I'm kidding. But my battle buddy, the guy that I served with who works in Dallas for the Match Corporation, listen, 80% of this app, 80% of the paid users are men. They need more of every type of woman. And they see that it's a missing market, that you ladies are missing from the market. So I'm not saying join this app in particular, but what I am saying is consider putting yourself out there more because what they're saying is not true. Logistically is not true. Statistically is not true. And so that's why I'm trying to say, you need to start putting yourself out there to live your best life. Because there's no way a multi-million-dollar Madison Avenue campaign would be directed at you if you were not preferred. So just really stick your head up above the ground for a minute and realize that in 2022, this needs to be your time for you to get what it is you want out of life. So, and listen, nobody out here is saying that these guys are, woo! I was just about to say that. Oh my gosh, because I was saying that. And that's the reason why I have this picture up here, because those in the cotillion scene, I remember being told that they will take white trash over Black excellence, right? That they want to be around the way girl. It seems as if these guys always are dealing in low caliber women, and other people notice that. Shout out to Marie Baker. You called it before I even put the slide up. Because you know what I mean? They grew up around the best of the best, and they're the ex-husbands of these trashy women. So again, ladies, and now here we are, the three-letter Greek organization ladies and the former debutantes. A lot of us had to get rid of our social media because here these dudes come right back around. Nobody's talking about how we hit the wall. They talking about you up. Please stop that. Do not believe that. Ask any Black woman in her 40s how many of these ex-boyfriends, old acquaintances, old battle buddies is up in their Facebook or up on their Instagram right now talking about some you up. Right? And that's why they pick on y'all younger women. Because we already done. We're like, man, we already saw you for a whole fool. So, yeah, it was just like, please, ladies, don't believe this, okay? They had an opportunity, they missed their opportunity, and now they trying to, don't let them come back around with that mess. And don't give them the energy. So, also too, do you remember when you ladies were really worried about the whole Meek Mill expensive pain thing? Y'all were worried. Y'all were super worried. And I'm like, I'm not going to take this issue on. There are other platform content creators who's going to take this issue on, and they have every right to, because I have something I need to be worried about. We have a whole generation of Black women who are coming up in the field of maternal child health. So who was going to help be the support system for them who have to come through, whether they have financial, academic, or social blocks to getting through, right? We have to make sure that we are supporting those young women. So that's why I'm not going to work on this stuff. And then what happened? That whole Expensive Pain album was a flop, right? Y'all got all worried and worked up my image. But yet the people who matter to you in this world see you as the women who got next in maternal child health. So please, ladies, please stop worrying. Please, in the rest of 2022, let this go. Okay, let the women who handle this, and you take back your power, you take back your peace, and you be who you need to be for you or that launching pad for the next generation, okay? You know, you have the whole ASAP Rocky prison thing and the Astro World thing. Listen, I'm going to need for y'all ladies to take the rest of 2022 to focus on yourselves and what it is you need. Now, there will be women who will always attack those who attack, defend yourself and your image against the attack. And they'll do it in an articulate and classy way. And I will support those women. But at the same time, I'm going to support the women who are making you look good, who are keeping you happy. I'm going to support you in whatever endeavors I can for your health and overall wellness, including your mental wellness, because I really feel that this is starting to be something that's going to drag this space down. Don't expect reaction videos here, okay? Don't expect celebrity gossip here, but expect for me to uplift you. And I understand that BWE can be a very, very challenging and difficult space, but ladies, that's going to be dependent on what you consider empowering, right? What do you consider empowering? Honestly, I feel like 7th Avenue handbags and the free laundry detergent uploads, that's been extremely empowering. Getting some free game pods and discounted cat litter, I found that very empowering for me. For me. You know, there's some women who are coming up with some amazing content, you know, using Brittany Bertuzzi's The Sideline Socialite, using a lot of her recipes for some of the barbecues and stuff that have been happening this weekend, and you know, made a great crab dip thanks to her. You know, like that's what it should be. It should be about us celebrating us, our talents, and everything. You know, I just, you know, hey, ladies, support Yogo on Webtoons because she's got a cartoon. So yeah, check her out. That's also too. That's some empowerment. It's a cartoon and it's very family friendly. So check it out if you have like a young Black girl in your life who could really use some of that that encouragement. So yeah, the NBA. I know. Like it's like Celtics and Miami, and then Golden State punch the West. I know enough. You know, but not. I don't know. That's not my sport. Baseball is really my sport. So, but I think that if Golden State's out and you ladies are in a tech hub, um, and there's a lot of Silicon Valley transplants where you are from, I would suggest going out. Because Golden State would be the home team for those Silicon Valley transplants. And typically when their teams play, whether it be the 49ers, the San Francisco Giants, and now this team, the Golden State Warriors, I think you ladies should be out. So yeah, I think you ladies should be out. If you live in a tech hub and there's Silicon Valley transplants in your area. Hey, I didn't see that, but I will. The kids are home from school. That means they're going to eat all your stuff. So yeah, please, Yogo, leave the link to your webtoons in your channel in the chat so other people can check it out, because you're extremely talented, and it's an honor that you come to my platform, and because with all the talent that you have, that you make the time, especially being a working professional and still creating art and still supporting impact Black women's spaces. That's really amazing, and that's what BWE should look like, right? Uppity called out a lot of dysfunction that happens in it. Shout out to her, but I love the fact that she's out here encouraging you ladies to drink tea and to take that me time and take that me time for yourself, physical and spiritually. Samri, shout out to her, getting you ladies prepared for careers in tech and how to navigate and be confident in that. Shout out to her, and her gardening and her vitamins. You know what I mean? There's some Black women doing great things. We do not have to keep focusing on this dysfunction. We do not have to keep spending the rest of our 2022 defending ourselves against the indefensible. Look who's attacking you. It's really nothing. It's really, at this point, I want you to think of Gulliver's Travel and the Lilliputians. It's nope. This is not worth your big energy, your beautiful energy, your Locked Honey Princess. Yeah, I love her uploads. She does an amazing job with encouraging women in the healthcare field, because a lot of us have experienced a lot of burnout. And I credit her for helping me to realize why I'm doing this. I credit her a lot for that. Shout out to her, because a lot of us did. A lot of women in my age group left healthcare. They went into consulting. I had one of the girlfriends I was in the trenches with for the pandemic. She now was working at Costco, just checking out groceries. She just wanted to not be there anymore. And I thought about that too. I don't want to, but of course, I had to think about my home renovation, but also to think about this next generation of young women who are coming up, who need that mentorship, who need that mentorship. And it's maybe that's one of the main reasons why. And maybe that's my purpose in this, is just to be a source of encouragement. And sometimes just making the right introductions. I don't have to be their best friend. And I know that some of them have been sabotaged by older Black women in the workplace. And I have to accept responsibility for that. And a lot of times I'm building a bridge and I have to work harder because of that, because some of them have been sabotaged. And I understand too. And I saw a soror today, actually. She lives in the New Braunfels area, heading towards San Antonio. Young woman, beautiful woman, super successful, just young soror. And I'm just so proud of her. And I had to let her know, I'm so happy you're here. I had to let her know that I'm so happy you're here, because how many people tell Black women that? And the same thing with my video with the teenager. And that was really emotional. And I don't know if I need to redo that, because I was super emotional and I didn't tell the whole story. And I don't know, I was very emotional during that upload. And it was just yeah, we just got to start telling Black women we're proud of them. We have to start telling Black women how happy we are for them. We have to start telling Black women. Lady Daydream is going to be uploading again. And I put her in my community tab. She had a setback and she's in the mental health field. And because of that setback, she's going to be able to upload more empowering mental health content. And wow, I'm not happy for her setback, but I'm happy that she's going to have the time to devote that to the YouTube space. And I'm going to continue to promote that content because she really is such a huge supporter of this platform. And I love what she's doing. So again, like, ladies, this is the reset for 2022. Half of it's over, and this is your chance to still get that vision board out, and your chance to still dust off those resolutions and make it happen. But one of the things we got to do is just end this negative cycle and all this back talk and all these clapbacks. There are women who are doing it. Let's like, share, subscribe, super chat, cash app if you need to, but still remember to protect your peace. Remember to protect your peace. You know, amen, Samry Bliss. Take your vitamins and do your yoga. Focus on yourself as this year wraps into an end. Okay. It's still not too late to do whatever it is you plan to do. And I know that some things look grim and that there are prospects in the economy that look grim. Hey, this might be that time to start that side hustle or to get that second job in that place so you can save for that vacation for next year. I mean, this might be the time, ladies. And I want you to take it seriously and take the rest of 2022 seriously. And not spend it defending yourself against people who are not worth engaging with in the first place. So live your life. I'm not trying to say that the answer is in another race of man, but I'm trying to say the answer is in you doing you. Okay? That's where the answer is. Hey, it's Lady Daydream. Ladies, please go subscribe and check out to her channel. And I shared her failure video on my community tab, and I just want you ladies to, like, hey, check her content out, because I really think that she is amazing, because she does a really great job with her content. So ladies, check her out, and I'll put the link up here if you want to say something. But yeah, I mean, I just think that there's too many positive, incredible, empowering, uplifting things that are out here happening that we don't really have to, like, focus on this mess anymore. We don't have to do that anymore. Like, we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to do this. We don't have to keep doing this. Like, let's just take the rest of 2022 to catch our breath and to get ourselves together and to be happy and to focus on ourselves. And, you know, hey, I had some setbacks, you know. I had to go back to work full time because our renovation cost like 3 times more than we anticipated. And I had to, you know, I took on a fitness goal and I found out that it just didn't fit me. My lack of organization skills came to light. But, you know, I still got the rest of 2022. I still got the rest of it. You know, Lord willing, I still have the rest of 2022 to just get back to what I need to get back to, and to just, like, love myself, love my body, and love this process of growing, you know, and watching some good organization content, home organization content. That's probably what my algorithm is going to be filled with, y'all. Just trying to get these drawers organized, trying to get these closets organized. Now that we're not living out of boxes anymore. Yeah, it's something. And, you know, I got one daughter who just got out of high school, and it's like, it's hard to believe, like, wow, that went fast. That went fast. Yeah, that went fast. She still is going to be living at home for a while, but yeah, she's doing great. I'm happy for her. I'll probably do like more update on the kids stuff and all that. But yeah, it's just really time for me to, you know, there's one less thing I have to do, because now I have a young adult. That's one less thing. So that's more time that I can take for myself now. So, you know, I'm just going to be, yes, Lord, that's gardening and lawn care. Always, 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 shout out to us fighting the aphids right now. So yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. And this is the time for her summer because a lot of her friends are going off to school. The boyfriend's going off, y'all. Ooh, child, the boyfriend's a whole nother video, y'all. The boyfriend, oh Lord, he's going off to school. Not as far off as I would like him to go, if I'm being honest. But he's going off to school. And so he's been here a lot. So pray for me in that. Yeah. Yeah. Child, the mismatched socks and everything. That boy he's still hanging around. She ain't tired of him yet. That little boy. I get it. All right, I'll give you a little background. Okay, so if a Yu-Gi-Oh card was a human being, it'd be this boy. Okay? All right. Yes, good for you, Beulah. All right. Good for you. So the boyfriend, he been hanging around a lot. And he real comfortable. He like real comfortable. Like he can open up the refrigerator and know where stuff is. Like that's how comfortable he is. Like this little boy comfortable in my house. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna call him Yu-Gi-Oh. So Yu-Gi-Oh is over here a lot. So Yu-Gi-Oh be like, and I kind of get it because Yu-Gi-Oh has a very good relationship with my daughter, and he has a good relationship with my husband because Yu-Gi-Oh's dad is tough. I feel like honestly, if Papa Don't Take No Mess by James Brown was a human being, it'd be Yu-Gi-Oh's dad. So he's very, very tough. Like even remember when they first started dating, Yu-Gi-Oh's dad was like, "Some girl likes you." His dad is like tough. This boy. Apparently, I mean, his dad's Taiwanese, his mom's Filipino. Yeah, letting go is hard. Good for you. Reach one, teach one. But so Yu-Gi-Oh, but my husband and him can like talk a little bit more because they like a lot of the same things. My husband has done some beta testing in the gaming industry, and Yu-Gi-Oh is in the gaming industry, has a really great internship, which is one of the reasons why he's not going off too far to school because he wants to keep this internship. And he's also going into like a newer frontier of like digital art kind of thing. And my husband kind of spoke to him about it. Like, well, when I was doing cybersecurity, everybody said the only thing I would ever do is work for defense contractors in the government because nobody knew like in the early 2000s that it would be what it is now. And I'm grateful that they had that conversation. I'm grateful that they did. But then Yu-Gi-Oh got real comfortable up in here. Like the first time I got, yeah, that's my husband's perspective. He's here a lot, but my husband likes it. He's like, well, I can keep an eye on him. But at the same time, Yu-Gi-Oh he comfortable. He real comfortable. Like he know where stuff is in the refrigerator. Like other people come to the house, like, oh yeah, the bathroom right down the hall on the left. But they're renovating right now, so you have to go to what? Yu-Gi-Oh, listen, Yu-Gi-Oh just comfortable. So then when we went to go see that Spider-Man movie, remember that Spider-Man movie came out? Everybody went to go see it, blah, 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 blah. So we were going to go like as a family. All right. But then somehow Yu-Gi-Oh ended up coming and getting invited. And so we take Yu-Gi-Oh to the movies, right? This is like when I started getting real uncomfortable with Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? So Yu-Gi-Oh over here. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He dresses crazy. He gets good grades. His family is nice, but Yu-Gi-Oh crazy. Okay. Let me just tell you what bothered me with this whole thing. Okay, because I could be making a big deal. So anyway, we're at the movie theater, And we pick up Yu-Gi-Oh! Because sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if he invited himself, my daughter, I don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh! Ends up at the movie theater. So then we drop Yu-Gi-Oh! Off, and Yu-Gi-Oh's like, okay, babes, good night, love you, bye, and gives her a kiss and like walks away. Like, what? I'm like, what? Love you, bye. Like, and you could tell he has said it before. Like, and then I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I started getting like real uncomfortable with Yu-Gi-Oh! How like comfortable he is, like, okay, love you, or love you, babe, or okay, baby, love you. Like, that's where I started getting uncomfortable with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, because they're 18. Like, that's what made me comfortable. And you're right, and I get it, because I feel as if his dad probably is hard on him. You know, his dad is hard on him. And I think that maybe that might be common in his culture, like for the dads to be. And I think that's maybe one of the reasons why he dresses the way he dresses, because it's his own way of rebelling. He's not going to get bad grades. He's not going to go do drugs. He's not going to, even like the car he bought. Yeah, exactly. That whole like, love you, okay, love you. Like, it's like he's too comfortable saying it. Like, I don't know. And then if Yu-Gi-Oh! Ain't enough, okay, now I got the younger one, okay? And we're going to call this boy Zach, okay? Because he remind me of Zach Greinke. Okay. Zach is a boy who my youngest daughter has known since Little League. And he's coming on. That boy is coming on. Now, granted, his dad is a very accomplished on his own player. Okay. He's a very accomplished pitcher on his own. Okay. Played Major League ball. Very accomplished on his own. And now he's kind of coming into his own. He's playing for a very exclusive travel team that is sponsored by a very high profile Major League Baseball player. And this team has been known to put boys in the farm system or in the NCAA system. So and this boy is really coming on. So Zach has always been kind of around, but Zach is very like Zach Greinke, right? If you know who he is, he plays for the Kansas City Royals. It's socially awkward, right? But my daughter sort of understands him, and which is why I think he kind of gravitates to her a lot. So let me give you an example of Zach's awkwardness, okay? Zach came into the role of like starting pitcher pretty early in his high school career. Great batting average as well. Very rare for a pitcher to be able to bat that well as well. So the team was like, we're not going to wash our uniforms because we're on a win streak. And so Zach is like, I don't understand that. My batting average is 600 and I wash my uniform all the time. I don't understand why you wouldn't wash your uniform. You should just go to batting practice. Like, that's Zach's mindset. Like, why would you not wash your uniform to win? Like, you go to batting practice to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's Zach's mindset. So Zach is not into like the team spirit stuff. Zach is, when all the guys were wearing like the matching Nike slides, he still was wearing his Walmart flip-flops. Like, so Zach he's good at what he does, but sometimes you think that's all he does. So Zach is around, right? Then there was Homeless Emilio. I don't remember. Do y'all remember Homeless Emilio? Homeless Emilio is in the circle with my daughter and Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Homeless Emilio is one of the other friends who kind of hangs around. And so Homeless Emilio started hanging around real tough because they called themselves starting a business. All right. Really messing up my dining room table, but they called themselves starting a business. Okay. So Homeless Emilio was around, and then around Valentine's Day, Homeless Emilio asked my younger daughter to go hang out with Yu-Gi-Oh! And my older daughter. Okay. So Homeless Emilio is not homeless. Okay. Homeless Emilio actually lives in the subdivision on the other side of the highway. That subdivision got tennis courts and pool. Why does this boy dress like he's homeless? I swear. Homeless Emilio. So anyway, Homeless Emilio, it's like, oh, maybe now we can double date instead of being a throuple. I'm like, slow your roll, Homeless Emilio. Slow your roll, Homeless Emilio. Who you think you? So Homeless Emilio is driving now. So Homeless Emilio comes by because he got his own whip. And Homeless Emilio works at the ice cream place down the street. Okay. So Homeless Emilio be like, I'm like to my daughter, where'd you get that milkshake? Oh, homeless Emilio gave it to me. I didn't know you had money. No, he just gave it to me. Okay, so now homeless Emilio giving out free food. That's how it is. Exactly. And if you know who Zach Greinke is, you'll know why I call this boy Zach, because he acts like that. Like Zach Greinke is like the pitcher who did not want to take dirty balls from players who he knew didn't wash their hands when they went to the bathroom. Like that's Zach Greinke, right? Zach Greinke is the one who told his team off for not washing their hands during COVID. Okay. And that's how this little boy is. He's like, I don't understand why y'all funky. Like you just need to go get in the batting cage. So back to homeless. So now it's like Zach, and now it's homeless Emilio. And then all of a sudden on awards day, you know how you give your kids flowers, balloons. I came up to go give her flowers, you know, after the National Honor Society thing, after the National Honor Society dinner. I came in, and she already had some flowers and a balloon. Okay. So here my daughter is with flowers and balloons. I already have, I know they wasn't from me. I'm like, who these flowers from? Oh, they from Joe. Who Joe? Who is Joe at the Honor Society dinner? Who is Joe? So now, who Joe? Y'all know who Joe is? Exactly. I don't either. So now, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, y'all, mm-mm. I like Zach too, but I just don't like that Zach like my daughter. That's it. Because he's been sniffing around since Little League. Zach been around. Like if Zach ends up making the major league, making the MLB, I'll be like, I knew Zach back when. But I still don't. You know, I like Zach. I like Zach's mom. You know, Zach's mom has been helping us, you know, assimilate for the chickens. You know, Zach's mom, they're God-fearing people. Listen, I'm sure Joe is a nice boy, but I don't know Joe. That's the problem. He gave her flowers, like, and it was like a good Trader Joe bouquet. Okay, it was a good bouquet from Trader Joe's. It was a good Trader Joe bouquet. So, you know, but I'm just saying, I don't know who Joe is. That's my whole thing. And homeless Emilio, you know, homeless Emilio, he can make a concrete. Look, that strawberry cheesecake concrete. Hey, come on, homeless Emilio. But I don't like the fact that she got a roster. That's what I don't like. I'm like, that's what I don't like. I know it's like it's healthy and it's the right thing to do, and she's young, and you know, I get it, but at the same time, I don't know if I like it. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest, you know, because technically I know that's the right thing. You should meet lots of people and lots of boys and, you know, and go out and have fun and meet people. And this is not, I mean, it's not like these are all like boys who go to private school. So it's not like they come from like bad neighborhoods or bad families. I mean, homeless Emilio, I swear, if you see him on the street, you want to give him some change, but don't, because his family is doing pretty well. Like if they live in that subdivision across the highway. So, you know what I mean? Oh, we're close to the same age, Beulah. I'm 46. But yeah, look, I'm just saying, I see what you mean. Like I feel it's healthy. I feel like, you know, being 18 and and being like in love, I'm putting that in air quotes, you know, it's like what 18-year-olds do. And, you know, and I get it, you know, going out on dates with little boys who have their little cars, you know, it's what teenage girls do, you know. But I just don't like that as my daughters. If it was somebody else's daughters, I'd be like, oh, you know, I know homeless Emilio's parents. They're nice, you know. I like Zach's mother. She's a nice lady. You know, she gives me eggs from her chicken coop. You know, and she's very nice. Like, they're nice people. I don't know. Like, how much do you really trust, like, teenage boys? Like, you see what I'm saying? That's just my thing. It's my beef. It's something that's something I got to work through. So just pray for me in that or whatever. I just got to work through it. That's just Mocha Mommy's issues with these little snot-nosed little boys that's been sniffing around here. So I don't know. This is my issue. So again, I can't. It's normal. It's natural. There's boundaries. There's safety, and there's nothing more I can do, especially because the 18-year-old's an adult. And the little boy, he's going away, and that's why he around so much. In fact, they're out right now, and that's why he around so much, because he's about to leave. Not far enough, in my opinion. He got in the dark mode, like go to another time zone, Yu-Gi-Oh. But that's not what his choice was, But again, I digress. That's my issue, and I got to work through it. So just pray for me to work through it, okay? And I don't know who Joe is, and because the school year's over, I can't find out. I looked all through the Honor Society program, trying to find Joe. I mean, is that horrible? Like if anybody else's 16-year-old daughter got flowers from a boy in Honor Society, that's not a bad thing. But I just have a feeling about it. I just have negative feelings I got to work through. Because, I don't know. Just pray for me, y'all. Okay, so that's what I'm going to work for in 2022. Being organized and learning to kind of let go. I mean, I'm glad y'all are laughing. And it's funny, but I'm not. I'm not laughing. Like, this is like, because I know it's funny. I know there's humor in this, but I don't like none of these little raggedy boys, okay? Could we just get that there? I don't like these raggedy little boys. So anyway, I'll end this live because it's almost, it's at a little over 45 minutes. But I just want you ladies to enjoy your holiday. And thank you for being compassionate. Reach one, teach one. Thank you for being compassionate. And because it is hard. It is hard. It's hard to let your babies go with these. And here's the thing about homeless Emilio. Should this be a deal breaker, or am I just being too picky? Homeless Emilio don't know how to parallel park. Homeless Emilio cannot parallel park. My daughter told me that. I said, that should be a deal breaker. And then she's like, I don't think so, because you can't parallel park. I'm like, I can't parallel park that well. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm nitpicking at this point. Really. That's what it is. I'm just nitpicking. But, ladies, I just want you to enjoy the rest of your 2022. So I got to get organized, and I got to practice on letting go. Because, so homeless Emilio, who can't parallel park, Zach, who can't pick up on social cues, and then there's Joe, who I don't know who he is. Only thing I know is that Joe was in Honor Society or was at the Honor Society dinner. That's all we know about Joe. I don't know. I should probably see what you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, let me go talk to these parents, talk to these PTA moms, because they nosy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But you ladies have a great long weekend. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. And just make sure that your algorithm is reflective of the care and the love and the belief that you have in yourself. So thank you, ladies, and have a good afternoon.